Hi everyone, this is Margaret Manning with 60andMe. Do you ever get up in the morning, plan your day, and then find at the end of the day that nothing went the way you thought it would? Something happened in the world or in your life or at work, with your family, something changed. And it wasn't expected, but you just wove it into your day and you carried on. And it's like we deal with this all the time. In fact, I think like a lot of people, my whole life is like that nothing really quite turned out exactly as I planned. Things in my life changed at various points very dramatically. And then other times it was just a day-to-day shift in something around me that impacted me. So it reminds me of a quote by a Chinese philosopher, Lao Tzu, who said that life is a series of natural and spontaneous change. And I think the key word there is spontaneous, because change isn't predictable. It's not something that can happen, because you planned it. It is change. And so in fact, change becomes a part of your life. It's actually something you deal with all the time. In fact, in the Buddhist tradition, the Buddha says that suffering is a result of holding on to things that by their very nature have to change. So it's not, loving the things or wanting the things, it's the attachment to things that allows them or does not allow them to change and to evolve. And so I think this is a really important topic for women as we get a little older and we start looking back on our lives and perhaps feeling, that we need a bit more security, that we don't want any more change, that we've had enough. But and this, of course, is not helped by the fact that the world is quite a dangerous and scary place in some ways. And so wanting to have a life where you don't have to experience, this kind of traumatic change all the time is actually a goal. So there's two ways, really, isn't there, of looking at change. The first is to fear it and to, like I say, to be resistant to it, and to shape a life that is safe and secure and as much as you can be protected from change. And the question there is, I've got everything to lose by loosening up and accepting change as a natural part of life. So I've got everything to lose. I'm going to, keep safe. The other approach, of course, to change is to embrace it and to say, this is an opportunity for me to open a new door. That change is really the fuel that enables growth and discovery and learning. And the statement there, of course, is I've got everything to gain by looking at change as an opportunity to explore something different. And in fact, we've talked about this a lot in the community 60andMe, and I think a very large percentage of our community now are women who are embracing change, who see it as something that has actually helped them in their lives to become who they are, to help them evolve into the person that they are today. And so their passion for life, their curiosity for life, and their courage really to deal with ongoing change is something that gives them a unique character. And I think that in many ways, we as older women can be an inspiration to younger people who are perhaps caught up in a lifestyle where they're trying to capture that moment and not change with the inevitable and not grow from it. So I have a question for you, and I'd love to have a conversation on this. And so please leave your comments below the article, and we'll have a chat. But I'd like to know if, as you've got older, have you become more accepting of change and embrace it more in your life, or have you become more resistant to change and more fearful of it? I'd love your feedback. Just leave your comments below. Let's start a conversation. Thanks, everyone.